On June 25th, Russia's United Aircraft Corporation delivered another batch of Su-35s fighter to the Russian Airspace Force. Known in the West by its NATO designation Flanker M, this marks the third delivery batch of Su-35s in 2025. The first batch arrived in March, around 2 to 3 aircrafts, another pair in May, and 2 more fighter jets in June. That's a total of 6 to 7 Su-35s delivered, and we're only halfway through the year. Impressive. That's nearly equal to last year's total of 8 Su-35s. In 2024, Russia reportedly received around 40 new fighter aircrafts, including 8 Su-57 stealth fighters, down from 12 in 2023. As Russia now insists on receiving only the Su-57 with the AL-51 engine variant, not the Su-57 with AL-41 engine, 12 Su-34 fullback, 8 Su-35s, and 12 Su-30SM for Russian naval aviation. An additional 14 Su-30SM were built for export, 8 for Belarus and 6 for Kazakhstan. According to UAC's president, the newly delivered Su-35s completed full factory testing and performance evaluations before being flown to their intended base of operation. This is significant because, despite of massive Western sanctions, Russia has managed to keep its military production lines moving. Because when the Ukraine conflict began, the US and EU hit Russia with severe sanctions, targeting Russian defense firms, banks, the ruble, and crucially high-tech imports like semiconductors, processors, and microchips. These components are essential to any modern military aircraft, and only 2 countries which are capable of producing all these components are the United States and China. So how is Russia keeping its jets airborne? Possibly by sourcing Chinese alternatives, or using shell companies, front firms, and indirect channels from non-sanctioned countries and then ship them to Russia, a strategy similar to what Iran and North Korea have done over the years. Ironically, even the US used similar tactics in the 1980s, acquiring Soviet titanium and rare metals like magnesium and potentially vanadium for its B-2 stealth bomber program through proxy companies. Now back to the Su-35s, which is currently Russia's most advanced 4++ generation fighter and the most combat-proven aircraft in their fleet outside the Su-57. It plays a frontline role in air dominance, filling the gap until more Su-57 stealth fighters are produced in large numbers and replace the Su-35 on this role. Let's break down what makes the Su-35 so powerful. Engine. Powered by the AL-41 F1 thrust vectoring engines, it delivers extreme maneuverability, a capability matched by only a handful of jets from the US and China. Radar. Equipped with the Airbus E-Pisa radar, it can track targets up to 400 kilometers with realistic tracking of fighter jet with regular RCS at 250 kilometers. It can track 30 targets simultaneously and engage 8 at the same time. Electronic warfare. The Kabini U ECM pod provides jamming on L and Ku bands, 1 to 18 GHz of frequency. It can target 4 threats at once, and it uses active jamming, passive deception, false target projection to evade missiles. And it has also flare dispenser to disrupt incoming missile as last line of defense. Weapons payload. It can carry Russia's longest range air-to-air missile, the R-37M, with maximum range up to 400 kilometers. It's also capable of launching the Kh-59 Mk2 stealth cruise missiles with maximum range of 300 kilometers. The Kh-101 and Kh-102 strategic cruise missiles with maximum range of 2,800 kilometers. The Kh-31P anti-radar missiles against air defense with the maximum range of 250 kilometers. The Kh-35UE anti-ship missiles with a maximum range of 260 kilometers. The P-800 Onyx missiles with a maximum range of 800 kilometers. And of course, glide bombs like the FAB series, Grom-E1 and Grom-E2 120-kilometer range. And of course, a whole lot more than I didn't mention. Since the invasion of Ukraine began in 2022, Russia has lost around 7 Su-35s, mostly due to Ukrainian S-300 air defenses, the Patriot missile systems, and even friendly fire from the Russian S-400 air defense system. Losses are expected in any air campaign. What matters is whether air superiority is achieved and objectives are met. For perspective, during the 1991 Gulf War, the U.S. lost 75 aircrafts in just 43 days, including 42 fighters and 33 non-combat aircraft, while eliminating nearly the entire Iraqi Air Force, when at the time, Iraq is among the most capable Air Force in the region with their large Soviet-made aircrafts. That devastating air campaign forced Saddam's forces to withdraw from Kuwait and accept a ceasefire. So by the time of the 2003 U.S.-Iraq invasion, Iraq's Air Force was practically non-existent. In conclusion, the Su-35s remains the backbone of Russia's air power, a powerful stopgap while it builds up its stealth fighter fleet. Despite sanctions, deliveries continue, and its combat role remains vital on the front lines.